celebrating the 76th anniversary of the Nakba. It's so moving to be surrounded by young Palestinian children and women with the keys representing the return to their homes, the long-awaited return to their homes.
I'm completely appalled with the UK's support towards Israel. I feel like it's a terrible thing that they are doing, them and the USA. And today we are here not to stay silent. Today we are here to make some movement, to create a noise, to try to tell the UK that they shouldn't be doing this.
I've lost 5 of my beloved family and 2 of my uncles. So I'm asking here for a ceasefire.
So today's really important because when we're holding the keys, it means like back in the days when the Palestinians left, they were holding the keys to show that they would come back to their homes to all the Arab leaders. And today we're showing that as kids.
It's about time that we started making a difference on the UK government.
Well, as the son of a Holocaust survivor, I am against all genocides. It sounds rather banal to even say it, but we have a government which is actively supporting this genocide against the wishes of the British people, and it's absolutely outrageous.
I am particularly insulted by the Zionist Netanyahu and the State of Israel using the memory of the Holocaust as a cover for the genocide in Gaza.
A Palestinian woman, quite rightly, talking about the current event, said history didn't begin on October the 7th. And we can't use what happened to Jews, the terrible experiences. My mother was a survivor of Płaszów and Auschwitz-Birkenau, and my father of Russian labor camps. We can't use the Jewish experience to justify oppressing other people. And we have to say no, not in our name.
The South Africans are back in the court in The Hague and not getting anything on the BBC, but you know, we have to be here. We have to force our government to do the right thing and be on the right side of history.
This has started a long time ago, and it needs to end because people are getting murdered as we speak. Children, women, men in the occupied lands of Palestine. You know, it's a terrorist criminal state and it needs to end now.
We want to end this genocide, and the work that everybody does, PSCs, FOA, absolutely brilliant, and we need to keep going and we need to keep pushing. Vietnam lasted 10 years.
I don't know politicians or anyone else killing women and children, bombing them. I'm a human being.
Occupation no more!
Very important, it's so crucial. You know, Zionists are always looking past it. Everybody, the western part of the world, are looking past it, ignore it. But this is the cause, this is what we have to look at why it's all happened. If you ignore that, then you ignore the whole thing.
Millions have occupied the streets since October, and millions will continue to occupy the streets. We won't be intimidated, whether it be holding our campus responsible for their investments in Israeli apartheid or elected officials that continue to sponsor this genocide.
There should be a ceasefire.
Yes, it should all stop. It's got to stop. It has to stop. Okay. It has to.
Don't touch my kid. Don't touch my kid. Sorry? I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, it's very loud.
I wasn't part of that. I was by myself and I got targeted because I'm wearing this.
So talk to me, why are you here today?
Well, I'm trying to work, mate. We run next kiosk over here.
Okay.
We run a tourism business, and that's why I'm here today. But obviously, with this, we've got no business today, you know?
So, what's going on over there?
Well, ironically, a bunch of terrorist supporters are calling us terrorist supporters. I don't know if you can see, there's about 13 people over there, more flags than people.
Ceasefire now!
Now that's an iconic shot.
Ceasefire now!
I mean, it's very important, 76 years of the Nakba. And that was the first Nakba. Today we're witnessing a second Nakba. It's very important because never again is for everyone. It's not just for Israelis, Palestinians, it's for everyone.
I stand before you not just to remember the Nakba of 1948, but to acknowledge the ongoing Nakba, the genocide of which we have been witnessing for 7 months in Gaza.
These protests are happening all over the world because people have given a chance for the UN to do something, for leaders to do something, for institutions to do something. Because it's simply not normal that in the span of just 200 days, you're seeing a slaughter of over 30,000 people.
So our message on Nakba Day 2024 is cease fire now, an end to the occupation of Gaza and the West Bank, and justice for the Palestinians in refugee camps all over the region, and indeed the diaspora all over the world.
There's been a move in Britain to ban protest and prevent real activity. Our answer is this today: tens of thousands of people on the streets of London and a national recognition of Nakba Day. And we're not disappearing. We'll be here again next week, the week after, and as long as it takes.
Sisters and brothers, our chants are only growing louder, and what is breaking them is how unbreakable we have been.
76 years since my grandparents were forced and expelled from their home in Palestine, and as you can see right now, we are witnessing a repeat of the Nakba on a much larger scale. But we have huge numbers out here today. It's been continuous, it's been ongoing. People will not stop. People will not be silenced. People will continue until Palestine is free. And that's what we're seeing. We are keeping up the pressure to end this genocide and calling for a ceasefire now.
That we are not free until we are all free. And that we are not free until Palestine is free.
Let there be no ambiguity. Israel was established over the burning homes, stolen land, and corpses of Palestinians.
This war, this genocide, I lost my father, I lost my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews. Generations were erased in this ongoing Nakba. The Nakba did not end in 1948, it continued. You are the voice of the conscience. Please keep it awake and give your support and continue support, and inshallah, we say, God willing, the peace train will be running down that track one day. Peace.
Well, you know, the fact that it's continuing shows that there's a love for bringing back, you know, the principles which are kind of in our hearts for justice and for peace. You know, so many people just crying out for this.
Justice is when we return to our lands. Justice is when I return to my grandfather's land in Hebron. When I return to my grandmother's home in Beersheba. I did my best to show you, and I believe you will do more. We all together will do more to stop the genocide.
In Britain, what do we need to do to help the cause?
Boycotting so you can stop funding killing civilians by your own. Just boycott. Whatever it goes, sending money to Israel, boycott. That's it.
And do you have a message for Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister?
Yeah, stop funding Israel. Stop killing us. That's it. So you can have peace. Without Palestine having peace, no one will have peace. That's it.
We must pay tribute to our students across the United Kingdom, across the world, who are camping for freeing Palestine, who are demanding that their universities divest from the apartheid Israeli state.
This Palestine movement already brought Suella Braverman down once. It can bring down all of them, every single war criminal, and we need to sweep them all away, basically.
Friends, we need you to keep campaigning with us. Sign the e-actions calling for a ban on arms sales. Join the pickets of complicit companies like Barclays Bank. Take action.
in the next coming weeks in your towns and cities when we call the next day of action, and be ready to return here again to London when we call the next national march.